Evening, we're back again. Come to do a few more videos. Couple of other bits and pieces going on tonight, something a little bit different for a change. Gary's a big music collector, been doing it for many years. You know, goes all over the place looking for rarities. And he's going to do a little bit on records each week as well. I haven't forgot all the printer repairs and stuff like that. I'll still be doing it, but for the time being, while it's cold out and I can't get in the shed, we've got a couple of videos to go through and a bit of music as well to have a look at. Some obscure album covers by the looks of it. But first off, we're going to go for a couple of videos. Thanks to all the new subscribers and people that comment and everyone else, much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Alright, this is the first one. Here we go. It came from Hollywood.
It looks like it did and all. There was a few in it, a few well-known people.
Yeah, it's a it basically what it is. It's like a there's people in it like Dan Aykroyd, Cheech and Chong, Gilda Radner, John Candy, and they're all like introducing sections of the bits they introduce is like sections like monster films, sci-fi, but it's all like clips from films like B-movies mostly.
So it don't feature as stars as such.
No,
it's
no,
more like a documentary.
It's like a documentary with loads and loads of clips. And you may remember when I first bought this, and I bought it into work, and we watched it on the TV in work. And this is the first place where I ever saw the trailer for Black Belt Jones.
Right.
And it's on that, you know.
And that started your black exploitation.
That's it. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Taste.
But it's funny because the little bits of the little bits where the actors are introducing it, the segments. I mean, obviously, Cheech and Chong's one because it's Cheech and Chong. They're in a cinema and they're smoking a big joint, and all the films they're talking about are like drug related, like Reefer Madness and The Trip and stuff like that.
You don't hear them anymore. The Cheech and Chong.
No, they don't seem to do much now since they sort of like stopped doing things together. And the other guy, Cheech, he was in a thing called Nash Bridges, an American San Francisco thing. But
was it like a cop thing?
Yeah, like a cop thing
right,
with Don Johnson, but you don't see the other one much. But
who's Gilda Radner?
Gilda Radner was an American comedian. She used to be on Saturday Night Live, and unfortunately she's died now. But she was married to Gene Wilder.
Oh, right.
For a bit.
Yeah.
But she was on Saturday Night Live with that American show with Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd.
Steve Martin, people like
Steve Martin, yeah, all them. She was on that quite a lot, you know.
That's made me laugh. That I mean, 77 minutes long, black and white and colour. I don't know.
Yeah, bits of colour in there. There's one hilarious clip on there, and it's a film that Ray Milland made called the Thing with Two Heads.
Right. I'm sure I've seen this video.
Yeah, well, we would have watched it when we used to watch him in work and that. And I got that I think I got that in a shop in Romford, like a second-hand shop. There's a sticker on the front, but I don't know whether that's one of your stickers or not. No,
it's not my indexing.
And can you see on the front? It was for rental at some point.
£2.95. Then it went down for £1 for a night.
So you could rent it at some point, you know.
But it's got there, like read out that little statement there.
It says, it's an offbeat compilation of celluloid silliness.
Madness.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say, the right mind would buy it, but then again, well, you've obviously bought it.
Yeah, this is it, and it is good fun, like, you know.
Something's just caught my eye on the stack of films that Gary's brought along. One of my favourites, especially as a teenage boy. Yeah. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I think you'll find that this is the sort of thing that will push all teenage buttons. Yeah. This is Chained Heat. There you go. That's Chained Heat. That's obviously Linda Blair. Obviously Linda the Exorcist Blair, as they put on the front to try and sell it. Yeah. But it's yeah. I mean, you know, it's a good film. You know,
I've seen that for years.
Got all the usual stuff in there, and I mean, you've got the black girl. I think she was the one who played Cleopatra Jones in the 70s. Forget her name, Tamara something.
Tamara Dobson.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And the other girl on the front, who's like the one who rules the cell block, is that Sybil Danning or something. She was in loads of them sort of like sword and sorcery sorts of things, like, you know.
Is it her?
No, it's that one there.
Oh right, yeah, this girl, yeah. We're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
she used to do a lot of softcore stuff as well, didn't she? Sort of, you know.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Not that I would know.
Well, no, of course not. I mean, you know, it's just, you know,
purely out of, you know, research. It's just what these women did to get into prison is nothing compared to what they do to get out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, do anything. Like that, I mean.
Great film.
Yeah,
I ain't seen that for years.
Yeah. I mean, I think that one is probably out on DVD. It's the sort of thing that would get released on DVD because it's Linda Blair and all the others, but it came from Hollywood. It's definitely not on DVD.
Yeah.
Well, I say definitely. I mean, as far as I know, I've not seen it. You know.
That was actually. Do you know when this film was brought out?
No.
1983.
83. Yeah. Well, I mean, that is one that I got somewhere in a record and tape exchange in Notting Hill Gate or something. But I think that you've still got a copy of that.
I've got, yeah.
With all the others.
Loads of, we'll have to get up there one day and just drag it all down and see what's going on.
Check them out, like, you know. But I just love the cover of that, the colours and the way the red comes out of you, chained heat, you know.
I mean, that sort of thing used to be like a Saturday night when you had a few beers.
Oh, definitely.
And just sit down and watch it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I hadn't have popped round here tonight, I think that's probably what we would have been doing tonight, sitting watching a couple of low budget exploitation classics and that, you know, with a couple of cans of Stella.
Yeah, brilliant. That's great.
Yeah. Right, the next one up on the agenda is another classic, and this is Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat, and it's this was a series of films that came out on Palace Pictures, whatever, and you had all the others are on the back, like Basket Case, Evil Dead. Some of the ones we never really haven't seen. I think
we got them all, didn't we? Yeah, we got them all.
You got them all. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got them all. The Hills Have Eyes, Creepers.
I don't think I could get that.
That one I'm not sure about. No, we saw that, didn't we?
Yeah, it's a great film, brilliant.
But that one was not. Dream Demon was a British one.
Yeah, it wasn't all that. I'll be honest with you. Although it's got the superb Timothy Spall in it, who's brilliant, but the film wasn't that good.
But I mean, this is good. This is like Gene Simmons from Kiss is in this film, and he plays like a DJ, and the kid in it is like a gothic kid who always gets bullied, and somehow or other he manages to sum up the evil spirit of this guy, this heavy metal rocker guy. And he obviously comes back to wreak revenge on the high school kids that, you know, give him a hard time and that.
And these are brilliant. These Palace horrors, brilliant.
Yeah.
Superb. As I say, I think we've got the whole lot upstairs in a similar sort of layout. When you put them all together, all different colours and that, it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's good about them. I just like the packaging of it, really, and the colours and that. I mean, they could bring them out on DVD as a retro box set with the same artwork and that, but they probably wouldn't. But I mean, they were good. They was good stuff, you know.
They were.
When it you know, whenever a new one come out, you'd just buy it anyway, whether you'd heard it was crap or not. You still get it because it was part of the collection, wasn't
it? Yeah.
Trick or Treat.
It's great. No, really good film. That if you get a chance to. I mean, all three of them films are pretty good. I mean, obviously the first one was a bit more of a laugh, but the other two are quite serious. Content is a lot of rape going on in chain heat and stuff like that. But it's you know, they get their revenge, the girls, and it's a bloody good film. Worth a watch.
Good stuff.
There's another film with Linda Blair in, which is a bit similar, wasn't it? Savage Streets.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Savage Streets was. I don't think we talked about that before, did we? But I think we have got it on video somewhere. I've got it on a DVD now, I think, but it was on video. I think we did have it on video. But yeah, very similar sort of stuff, you know. Yeah. Right.
Special treat tonight.
Right.
As I say, I'm not. I do like some music, and I like my music, especially the old electro albums and stuff like that, and breakdance. That's where my sort of, you know, music is. I do like some of the old school stuff, you know, Frank Sinatra, things like that, and Billy Eckstine, all sorts of stuff, PJ Proby. But you know, electro was my thing. But you're really varied, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've got loads of records and I like all kinds of stuff. But these three that I've picked out tonight, they're all sort of like film related stuff, you know, like we talk about. So the first one is this one, which is Xavier, I think it's Xavier Hollander. Now, what it was, this was she was a hooker, and she wrote a book which is very famous called The Happy Hooker, and the book is, you know, quite steamy actually, and it's I mean, I don't know if it's, I mean, I'm assuming it's true, but this was the record that if you like to hold it up to the camera when it came out. Obviously to promote the book as well. I mean, the record is not, I mean, it's a little bit sexy, there's a little bit of like chatter on it, but it's not nowhere near as steamy as the book. But it's the sort of thing that a lot of guys who are into like hip hop and beats and stuff have sampled. They've sampled certain passages of it for like for tracks and that, you know. Anything in particular you can think of? Well, the one I recognise most is Telephone Conversation, right? Where she's talking with another hooker about that this girl wants to become a madam, and she's asking her what she has to do to become a madam, you know. Right. And that has been sampled on. It appeared on a CD by this guy called David Holmes. David Holmes Essential Mix. It was in between Brigitte Bardot and something else, but. I mean, you know, it's just a laugh, really. I mean, you know, like, you know, the bar scene where she's talking to these guys and they're like from Texas and that, they're trying to pick her up, you know. Yeah, it's all the background to it. It's not just an album, is it? Or a record. I mean, it's everything else behind it. I mean, it says this record contains dialogue of an explicit nature that may offend, but it's not really explicit. I mean, the book is quite sort of like explicit. Not compared to nowadays. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, the book was written in the early 70s, I think. And that record's from about 1975 or 76, but yeah, you know. There was a thing on the radio they were talking about the other day, and there's a I can't think of the name of the record, and it's, you hear a girl whispering saying, "Big boys don't cry." Oh yeah, yeah, I know that. That's I can't think of the name of the record. That's 10cc. That's it. Yeah. I'm Not Alone. That's it. Yeah. And I was just listening to a bloke on the radio. As I say, I'm not as into music as Gary, but little interesting thing come up about that record, and they said like they needed a woman's voice, and they was going to this recording studio, and they weren't no women there apart from a receptionist, and they said like, "Do you want to be on it?" And she recorded it like over and over, and then sampled it on the record, like used it, you know. So she was just in the studio. Yeah, and I think they actually name her on the album. Yeah, sure they do. Yeah, probably do. Yeah. I mean, I think like when they made. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, there's a bloke on there and he keeps talking. He was like some bloke who was cleaning the studio or something, you know, and they just used his voice. Asked him to say a few things, you know. Just like little stories from the background and stuff like that, you know. What else we got? Well, this next one is a classic. This is called Wavy Gravy. It's looks to try and get it without the shine on it so you can see a bit better. Yeah, I could take the plastic sleeve off if you want. That's alright, it's fine. Yeah, Wavy Gravy. Basically, this record came out. Jesus Christ, what's this? I know, that's what I'm saying. If you look at the back as well, it's loads of like cult sort of weird tracks from the 50s, and in between every track, there's like a little sample of a trailer from an exploitation film, you know. And you put the record on, and it's just a riot from start to finish because you've got like screams and motorbikes revving up and. Don't want to go too mad in case you get only got a small channel, we'll probably get banned now. This sort of filth on there. These are the sort of records that you could. I mean, that record I got that in a shop in Upminster near where we live here. Crazy Beat, yeah. See it on there. But I mean, that was the sort of thing you'd buy in Camden Market because they'd always had things like that in Camden Market because Camden's got like a big sort of rocker, goth kind of like, you know, clientele, but. Yeah, I mean, there's some good tracks on there. I mean, most of those pictures on the back are from film posters from that time, you know. But I mean, I like the way they've done it. It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's the sort of thing you can put on, and it's a laugh, you know, because you've got like a trailer for like Humanoids from the Deep, and then one of these weird rock records that come on, like the Juveniles or, you know, Hambone Hunter, Bacon Fat. That's a good one. and then in between them all, there's I think there's even a bit on there, and even a little snippet of She Devils on Wheels.
Oh right, it's a great film. I think you introduced me to that. Yeah.
But that picture on the front, that's actually from a film, a Roger Corman horror film.
I thought I recognised that.
I'm sure, I can't remember what exactly it's called.
One of them rubberised monsters in the background that used to strike fear into.
I forgot that was on.
Yeah, I just see what that was. Yeah, so apologies if there's anything too graphic on there. But, yeah,
right, well,
not intentional.
The last one is one that you'll remember, and one of our favourites.
Ah, yeah, of course.
This is the soundtrack to the film Roller Boogie, and once again it's Linda Blair again. Now I've only ever seen this film once, and it was on TV one day, and I think I taped it. Yeah, and I think when I got to work that day, I said to you, and you said, "Yeah, I saw that. I taped it as well."
Yeah.
But I don't think it's out on DVD. I must admit I've not looked, but it's a good record. It's got some good tracks on it. I mean, it's got Cher on it, and Earth, Wind and Fire, and
it's really young, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean the record is on a label called Casablanca. I think it's a gatefold sleeve, so you might even be able to open it out. And is it a gatefold?
You open it up, mate. I'm gonna rip it in half. It's existed since the 70s or 80s, and I rip it in half.
No, it's not. I thought it was somehow. For some reason, I thought it opened. That must be another one I'm thinking of.
But very similar to sort of like that hip hop feel and that sort of break dance from that sort of era. Looking at it.
Well, I mean, this record is obviously aimed at sort of like the disco era, and I think what it is that it's there's like a contest, you know, like a disco dance competition, and they've got to do it on roller skates. So, but yeah, obviously this was from 1979. So by about 1980, 81, you were getting things like Wild Style and, well, not so much that, but like you said, break dance, electric boogaloo and stuff like that, where there, you know, there's a different sound. But yeah, same sort of thing. But it's good, you know. You see the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
as I say, it's one of these YouTube channels. We're not really sure what content to put on there, but we just want to give everything a go and see what sort of thing. I mean, I'm getting lots of subs, but not many comments. If you want to tell us we're shit, it'd just be nice to know that someone's actually watching it and letting us know what they think. But once again, it's nice to have a few more subscribers. And I've noticed one of the videos that, you know, well over, near enough 200 views, which I've no idea who these people are, but I love it. You know, we're not sure who's watching the videos, but hopefully someone will get a little bit of fun out of it. And at the end of the day, that's all it is. It's just a bit of fun and a bit of a laugh, and something different. But yeah, as I say, like going back to like the electro stuff. I see a thing on YouTube the other day, and it was like just the opening scene of Beat Street with Orion. Orion movies or pictures or whatever it is. Like the film, like bringing back the memories of school was just unbelievable.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, you remember like those films, you know, from when you was at school. You know, going to the video shop, renting the film.
Yeah, brilliant.
And I mean, even now, when you watch them now, I mean, you know, the first ones to come out, like Wild Style, which was kind of like a bit more gritty because it was filmed in the Bronx. But things like breakdance.
Yeah.
And what's the one we're always talking about with what is it, where the Africa Bambaataa in the Roxy?
That is Beat Street.
Is that Beat Street? Yeah, Beat Street. That's it. That's what it was. Yeah, Beat Street. So that, I mean, that's like that came shortly after Wild Style, but it's more of a fun kind of film, isn't it? Because they're all like into the like dance competition and all that sort of stuff, you know.
And that still sends shivers up my back. You know, the bit where it goes in and the music kicks in.
Yeah.
What is it, Africa Bambaataa? Is it?
Yeah, that bit when they're having like a dance off in that club, the Roxy.
Yeah.
And it's I think it is one of his tracks. Forget which one it is now, but it is one of his tracks with the Soul Sonic Force.
Yeah.
Or it's one of the DJs at the time, like Jazzy J or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
But
I mean, there's also if I remember, Dougie Fresh was in that as well.
Yeah.
In that bit where they're doing sort of like that, I think they're dressed up as Santa.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
They're putting their heads through this thing in the club. Yeah.
I just love the bit the bit when he's in his room and he's working out his mix, and he's got that tap of that water dripping.
Yeah.
He's got that water dripping, and he's working out his mix on that, and it's like, you know, it's just great. Yeah, it's a good film, you know.
What's the girl's name in it?
Is it Ray Dawn Chong?
That's it. Yeah, because it's his daughter, isn't it? Yeah.
That's funny. Because it's his daughter, isn't it? I mean, Thomas Chong, like from Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. And it's just certain bits of that. I mean, the scenery when you're seeing the trains past with all the graffiti on it, you know. Yeah. And that Subway art book.
Yeah.
There's a book out we both had sort of years ago. I think Gary still got it. Called Subway Art, and I got loads of ideas from that for, you know, doing it where I used to live in the flats, and on the estate used to do lots of graffiti all over the place, you know.
Yes, it's.
You never realised it was vandalism, though. You just done it not out of spite or anything like that. You just didn't realise, you know, as kids.
But a lot of it is so creative looking.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it is an art form, isn't it? Really, I mean, they say that.
If it looks nice, yes, that's different. Yeah. You know.
I mean, some of that stuff on them subway trains in America, New York, and that was like so clever, you know. And to see him doing it as well, like, you know, when you'd see him doing it, it's like amazing. How, you know, so clever.
And you got like, sure, it was a bit of a boring video, but just had a bit of a chat tonight. Nice of you to join us. We'll be doing a couple more. Put a couple more repair videos up, as I said at the beginning. Gary will bring a few more records around and videos and everything else, and just have a bit of a giggle, really. As always, thanks for watching. Keep those likes coming. Keeps the comments coming is more important to anything else. I'm not worried about subs, to be honest. Just be nice to see what you think. If you want to sub, yeah, go for it.
Anything you can think of that you might have in the collection? Any suggestions at all?
Yeah, videos, records, games, computer games, retro games. If anyone's got any, I can bring the arcade machine in and set it up on the table and have a little go. Anything at all, really. Alright, have a good week. Thanks for watching.